Number 16, Jenica.
We're back here at the Playtime Phil Oil Arena to witness our second game of the day, day 3 of 2026 Shakey Super League Juniors National Invitationals. We saw one Salle a while ago. They're going up against Pusong Azul as we enter our second matchup of the day. Now these two teams familiar with one another, but we want to see who will come out on top and who will prove that their grassroots program and the collection of players that they have is gelling more in this matchup. This is just our second here for this day 3 in the Shakey Super League National Invitationals as we recap our team standings. Yanni Mayo here and Richie Cordero to tell us what went down as well as a while ago.
So we still have the same 4 teams on top here. We have St. John's Institute who actually went up to the first ranking with now 3 wins and still undefeated, no losses with 6 points. Arellano University High School and Juan Lasal pantay pa rin, which will change later on. But they have 2 wins and 1 loss each. And University of Santo Tomas also undefeated with 4 points and 2 wins. So again, it's a very short tournament, one round of round robin, and then we will go on to knock off semifinals to the finals already. So every game is very critical and crucial for each team.
Exactly, and every set counts as well. So if a team is able to push to a third set, that will count in their points. But of course, we want to check out what happened to Pusong Azul. This team has already 3 games under their belt, but they have lost to St. John's Institute, who we saw a while ago. 20 to 25, 17 to 25 is the score. Richie, what do you think happened with Pusong Azul, and what can they take going into this match?
You know, yesterday's match, it was very intense. It was a very high intensity match. It was very close, but St. John's Institute really just powered through with attacks that really challenged the defensive team of Pusong Azul. They had 11 attack points while St. John's Institute had 27. Pero lumamang naman dito sila sa blockings. They had 4 and St. John's only had 1. But the service aces really of St. John's, they had 11 against Pusong Azul. It really, of course, limited their place and their production of attack points because they couldn't get that first ball to their center.
Pusong Azul right now on your screens. Well, their first match actually extended to 3 sets against Pacific Volleyball Academy, and that is counted in the point system now. Every set counts now, and Jenica Sadia is someone to look forward to. Now, although Pusong Azul still wants to get their first win of this tournament, this girl is someone to look forward to, and she has been that spark of Pusong Azul.
You know, we have to commend Sadia in her previous games. She had 10 points against Arellano University High School with 10 attack points and 7 points versus St. John's Institute, 6 attack points and 1 block. So she was actually the spark plug that Pusong Azul needed, especially when they needed to break the momentum that St. John's Institute was building every time they would pull away with their service aces or their continuous attack points.
But in the other side of the fence, as we zoom into Juan Lasal, their opponents for this match, 2-1, they are in the standings. They actually defeated PVA in their previous matches, 25-14 and 25-15. A good showing for Juan Lasal. They want to keep that winning streak alive against Pusong Azul. And what do they need to bring into this match to do so?
So their previous match against Pacific Volleyball Academy was actually more dominant. So they had 22 attack points, and that's all because of the orchestration coming from their setter, that Limpot. She was also named our player of the game in their previous game. And they had 3 block points and 8 service aces compared to none of Pacific Volleyball Academy. So it was really a display of mastery in skill of the basics that they needed. So it was very textbook volleyball that Juan Lasal created in their previous game.
And of course, Juan Lasal has had the players that they can rely on, one of which is Aslin Alemania. Sorry about that. That's the last match against Pacific Volleyball Academy. Our player in focus is presented by PusoP.com. Join now for free. Check that out. 10 points from 10 attacks. Alemania has been going strong for Juan Lasal.
You know, Alemania really performed elite talent in yesterday's game. She was very consistent, very limited errors as well. She was one to look for when they needed to get that point or the momentum back for her squad. So she really has been leading with her performance, and it's affecting her team because it also gives confidence to the whole team when she does so.
She's coming from De La Salle, Santiago, Zobel, and of course, this One La Salle squad is a culmination of different La Salle system teams that they brought in all of the top elite varsity players. Pusong Azul is coming from the grassroots homegrown ranks of their school, but we want to head on over to our venue announcer because we're so excited to start this match off.
Introducing our officials for this match. First, referee Aikel Tero. Second, referee Lawrence Unida. The action continues here at the Playtime Philoil Center in San Juan. This is the Shakey Super League 2026 National Invitationals. This is match number 11 of the preliminary round between Pusong Azul and their challengers across the court, Juan Lasal. And now, let us meet the starters. First, for Pusong Azul. Beginning with their middle blocker, number 3, Brianna Mendoza. Another middle blocker, number 4, Isabella Espinosa. Outside hitter, number 10, Juliana Peregrino. Setter, number 12, Jane Olagir. Opposite hitter, number 13, Aubrey Tai. Another outside hitter, number 16, Janica Sadia. Starting libero is their team captain, number 17, Jemisha Lexinti. And the head coach of Pusong Azul, Wata Makalangan. And now let's meet the starters for Juan Lasal. Beginning with their team captain, outside hitter number 17, Kylie Celada. Middle blocker number 2, Maya Valdez. Number 3, Isha Nina Quemada. Opposite hitter number 9, Yayen Alemania. Outside hitter number 11, Ella Hayobo. Setter number 15, Sofia Limpot. Starting libero is number 19, Mika Mendoza. And the head coach of Juan Lasal, Jeremiah Monreal. This is the Shakey Super League 2026 National Invitationals. Best of luck to both teams.
Second game of our 2026 Shakey's Juniors National Invitationals. Check it out, our starting lineup. Alagir, Mendoza, Espinosa, Sadia, Peregrino, Tai, and D. For Pusong Azul, Juan Lasal, Limpot, Quemada, Valdez, Ayobo, Salada, Alemana, and Mendoza. The big guns for both of our squads. Starting us off for the second match of the day here in a Playtime Phil Oil Arena. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Peregrino started us off as Pusong Azul has the ball, and that goes to the net. An error will give LaSalle the first point.
Early error here for Pusong Azul. 3-point now for LaSalle. Limpot on the service deck, which means she has 3 spikers in the front row.
Yanni Mayo here along with Richie Cordero. We gave you the action a while ago, and I hope you are still enjoying the coverage of Shakey's Juniors National Invitationals, because we love to see these girls shine. And what an opportunity to do so, because they will be the ones who will step onto the higher ranks later on as we check out Juan Lasal Hayobo with the second point for them.
Hayobo is known to be a very dominant player when she is set up, and we actually missed a bit of her in their previous game, so it's nice that early on in today's game she's already giving it her all.
Limpoto, one of the MVPs of the match in their previous games. Oh, good serve, but a great first ball as well for Pusong Azul, and because of that, they will get their first point on the board.
At syempre, sasagot naman itong si Sadia, our player in focus. Of course, she is one to also be a threat to Juan Lasal in today's game, especially with the determination na gusto na talaga nilang bumawi and to get their first win.
Her last teammate, Olagir, on the service line. Another good serve for her. And the good composure as we check out that serve of the game. This serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. 2-all is our score. Olagir again. Juan Lasal blocked, saved. Oh, there was a overrun to play, I think, that was supposed to happen, but there miscommunication over there for Espinosa and Pusong Azul side.
Yes, I think medyo nagulat din that the Pusong Azul side didn't know if it was going to be set up to her or if she was gonna do a 1-2 play to give it back to Juan Lasal.
Right. Kasi yung pumunta sa kanya, Olagir, the setter. Siyempre, usually they get the first ball, the second ball if you're the setter. So yun ating nasa mindset niya during that sequence, but we see the ball still alive with a crazy save for Juan Lasal. Combination play, Pusong Azul. Off-speed hit, Juan Lasal answers back on the other side and catches the line.
This time it was Celada, our team captain, to get her first point from the open side of the court.
Yobo back on deck as they lead by 2 points here.
Serve again, Ella Hayobo.
Pusong Azul looking to get their first win. Juan Lasal wants to extend their winning streak. Pusong Azul has the ball. And up, they push it over.
No one was there to cover for Lasal. I believe that was Celada's ball, pero medyo nakaplanta na rin yung paa niya. That's why she was unable to cover for that block.
A good read there by Pusong Azul. 1-on-1 against Valdez. So they're just down by 1. Espinosa. 3 serving 4. Tried to catch the line there, but that goes out for her.
First service error of the game as well.
2-point lead for Juan Lasal. Valdez on the deck here. A chase there, underhand set. Attack from the pipe. Attack as well from the back row for Juan Lasal. Quick set. A push. As Juan Lasal will try to answer back. Pusong Azul has the ball. And we're not seeing a very strong attack. But placement yung nangyayari dito for Pusong Azul and Juan Lasal as the girls in green get another point.
I think the sets are also missed sets or they're a bit wide. That's why medyo naninigurado yung mga players natin when it comes to their attacks. And it was very effective here for Celada once again.
3-point lead. Juan Lasal on top as Valdez will put this in play. It sails out and that error will give Pusong Azul a point to close the gap to 2 points. Sadia, part of the Alas U16 team that went to Jordan. But as Pusong Azul has her as a spark plug, they're also expecting the other players to step up as well, giving more options for this girls in white. And up there, attack. One more time. Off-speed hit. They varied it up this time. Juan Lasal with a reverse. Good coverage. They push it all the way to the back where nobody was there to guard.
Very smart decision making here coming from Pusong Azul, seeing that Juan Lasal's defensive system already pushed forward. They really knew where to place it, and those are the deep corners of the court.
All a gear to think for that one. As Jenica Sadia will continue to serve. Juan Lasal on combination play. Red!
Good floor defense from Lasal.
Pusong Azul has it this time. Reverse tip! They'll answer back Juan Lasal. They'll try on the other side for Pusong Azul. The girls in green one more time. Pusong Azul slows it down. Limpot just saved that one, and the ball is still in play as we enter one of those longer rallies. Chance ball here for Pusong Azul. Combination play! That catches the line.
Let's see that play once again. That set was a bit far, but pero yung elevation and really just a strategy of Peregrino for that attack to seal things off for that rally.
Sadia will continue to serve. Combination play against one blocker. It's denied. And the point will go to a double touch here.
Point goes to Pusong Azul.
Pusong Azul will get another point and they limit the lead to 1.
6-7. Still serving Jenica Sadia.
Sadia. Run, an approach. Over on 2, but that will go to Juan Lasal. Another double contact call. So we are at a deadlock at 7 here in the first set.
Quite a few errors we're seeing coming from attacks and double contact violations and service errors too. So again, it's the first set. There will still be a few mistakes, but this is something they would want to end completely right away, especially if you want to take that lead. And an easy ace there for Alemania.
Alemania bringing us to our first technical timeout as we check that service ace at a closer angle. A little help from the net there, and Sadia was not able to get that. We'll be back with more action.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Only and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Playtime Phil Oil Arena is where the action is at for the 2026 Shakey's Juniors National Invitationals. Yanni Mai here with Richie Cordero. We are at the first set of our second match. Pusong Azul, 1 Lasal. 1 point lead for the girls in green. What a crazy serve there, but a reverse set for Pusong Azul. The try with this left side, the chase.
Ball will stay here with Juan Lasal. So again, they tried to break the momentum after that technical timeout, but Lasal is doing a good job right now with the strong services of Alemania.
Alemania will continue to serve with a 2-point lead. Over receive!
Oh! And
Wala.
actually a lucky shot for Pusong Azul.
Some hesitation on the side of Juan Lasal. They didn't anticipate that kind of receive. Alemania, Quemada was there rather to take the first ball. 8-9. Combination play and that checks out.
You wanna appreciate how calm and collected itong si Celada pag pumalo. It's like she explodes for a second and then she's okay because she knows she got a point. And I guess that's kind of the aura that she's giving as a player.
Speaking of Salada on your screens, but I also want to highlight Limpot is such a tall setter.
Exactly. Well, Lasal loves their tall setters. So they love developing actually opposite spikers to become setters or attacking setters rather. But another service ace for Celada. Already 4 points in today's game.
11-8 is our score. And again, just to refresh everyone, this is a best of 3 for this phase. Later on in the semifinals and the finals, we will go to the regular tournament format that you are familiar with. We'll do a best of 5. But that's why games are so fast-paced and quick to finish. And each set matters for these girls. That save though by Pusong Azul is something that I want to commend, pero hindi lang nakapunta sa kabilang side ng court yung bola.
And again, that was Hayobo for that attack.
12-8 and Pusong Azul will call this timeout. Let's listen to coach.
Forward ka ng konti, may over mo bola. Gusto nyo magtulong-tulungan kasi. Hindi kayo mananalo ng ganyan, ang iisa lang ang gagalaw. Takot na takot kayo manalo eh. Iba naman kayo. Kasi yung ginagalaw nyo.
That huddle was powered by Smart Power All 109. Load now. 12-8 is our score, and Coach Wata really trying to wake his girls up in this match.
You know, Coach Wata is known to have a lot of emotion when it comes to the game, and I guess it's also because he has so much spirit in him as a coach, and he trusts and believes in his girls. So when the outcome is like this, that he knows they can do better. Of course, the words can sometimes have that impact on the girls.
And
But a service ace, another service ace for Celada. That's her third one already.
Coach Wata as well is a dedicated grassroots strategist and focuses on development in this level for the girls. He actually has his own program that hosts clinics, camps, and tournaments. And that is where these girls, some of these girls have come from. So Coach Wata is not a stranger to waking up at this the juniors level of girls and trying to create a momentum and conversion at this point. So we'll see if Pusong Azul is able to get that parang motivation that they need and the run that they have to do here in the first set. 9-13 is our score. Juan Lasal has the ball. And the point will go to the girls in green. There's a net touch called on Pusong Azul. Quemada will go in the service line.
I like what you said about Coach Wata being a grassroots specialist because in this type of competition, when they're really trying to mold themselves as solid players for the collegiate level, this is their time to really be exposed to these kinds of experiences, to different kinds of systems, and with playing exposure, that's how they'll learn the best.
At yung gusto ko nakikita with, of course, this juniors ranks with Shakeys is we get to see the different strategies of coaches on how they deal with these young players. You know, players, we just get to watch them now. That's a privilege and an honor that we have now.
Exactly.
But you know, before they have still tried to develop the players that we already idolize in the collegiate, in the professional ranks. We have this privilege to see the sneak peek of the
Exactly.
players before they really pop off and go on to the next level of play. So kapag meron kayong mga players na nagustuhan nyo, mga coaches na nagustuhan nyo, this is the point in time na it's perfect to get in volleyball, to show your kids how volleyball is played because this is foundational skills yung pinapakita nila sa atin.
Exactly. And in this kind of competition and this kind of tournament, nababantayan na rin sila ng mga college teams. Like as early as now, as early as the time they enter inside of those courts, may nakabantay na dyan, may nanunood na sa kanila when it comes to their skills and of course seeing the potential that each player can really show. And I guess that's a beauty in Shakey's is that everyone is given that kind of opportunity.
Over receive there. As we go back to the action on the court, it's 15-11. Limpot goes to the left side. And there is a touch as Juan Lasal will bring us to our second technical time out. What a showing and what streak that they're pinapakita nila sa atin. 16 is the score in our second technical timeout. We'll be back.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
We're back here in the Playtime Phil Oil Arena. Peregrino goes out as Baltazar steps on the court. And I love actually the energy of their team captain, si Jamisha T, giving the confidence that Pusong Azul needs. While in the other side, Alemania is a force to be reckoned with, someone that we also highlighted in the pre-game. But Pusong Azul is not far off. 5 points yung kailangan nila habulin here in the first set. Underhand set by Limpot. Cross-court attack catches the line.
Third point there for Alemania on the open side this time. So it's so nice kasi you see her attacking from the opposite end of the court and now on the open side. So it's really wherever she is placed, she's able to vary and adjust to the role that she's given by the coach.
Grabe din yung naging development ng itong level or the age of these girls because they are able to watch volleyball online and social media.
Exactly. Kasi dati kailangan mo pang pumunta sa game, di ba? Kailangan mo manood ng live or else medyo mahirap.
Ito sobrang accessible na sa YouTube tayo. We're in pusop.com. We have a lot of BTS in Puso Pilipinas on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as well. So we get to see these players at an early level. And 'di ba, ang ganda ng pride na kapag sinabi mo, naging fan ako ng player na yun nung Shakey's pa lang siya.
Oo. And we've seen that happen already because personally, I've covered Nitura. I've covered so many people who are already playing in the collegiate levels who came from Shakey's. And again, Sadia with her 4th point in today's game. But then again, we've had these players for so long and they grow up to be such fantastic role models to the girls now.
Exactly.
Kasi ngayon sinasabi nila mga idol nila, the people who also played from Shakey's when they were girls.
Nitura, ambassador of Shakey's, and 13-17 is our score with one LaSalle on top. A push here. Good save by one LaSalle. And he gets it off of a checkpoint. Celada.
She didn't even jump as high for that ball, but she really just placed it to the blocker's hands. If you can see it, she targeted the blocker's hands so that it will just check out.
Mendoza, 6-footer. Brianna Mendoza at the receiving end of that check ball. Valdez, 18-13. One LaSalle. Quemada with this up. Celada again.
Not the strongest of hits once again, but very effective every time she set up for a ball. It looks like she knows how to really manipulate the ball and where to place it inside the court, seeing that medyo scrambled na rin ang the depensa for Pusong Azul.
Valdez back on deck, 19-13. Reverse set. Chase there by one LaSalle, and that is a good point by Audrey Tai.
Aubrey Tai now also an opposite hitter. So this time, kanina mas sinesatan ang open side of the court for Pusong Azul, but this time they're trying to vary their attacks and give chances to all of their players, which is actually being effective.
What a powerful attack there by Celada. And, you know, if it keeps working, they'll keep going to Celada as she's hot right now.
Exactly. You know, if it's working, don't fix it. And with Celada, she's giving such diverse kinds of attacks. Mapa-drop, mapa-check ball, mapa-off the block, mapa-palo talaga. You know na maaasahan mo siya every time you set her up.
But that serve goes out to Strong. For Alemania, it's a 15-20 now in our score.
Number 15 out, number 12, Sofia Inandan.
Sofia Inandan goes inside. And Vargas as well.
So it's a 4-2 substitution for one LaSalle. So that kind of substitution is subbing out a setter and an opposite, and subbing in a setter and an opposite, but in opposite positions. So setter will come in for opposite, so that you will always have three spikers in front.
Service ace. Of course, courtesy of Aubrey Tai. She got the last point for Pusong Azul, and the confidence is building up for her. 4-point lead is what they need to chase right now here in the first set. Approach, and that is a good cross-court hit. Celada was able to place it in an area na walang coverage for Pusong Azul.
And you actually see she went all the way outside of the court.
That Smart Powered Up play was brought to you by the new Smart Power All 109 Load Now. It's nice to see the volleyball IQ of Celada really being utilized here. At nakikita talaga natin na she's able to be quick on her feet and her decision making. Brianna Mendoza now at the back row, one of the taller players of Pusong Azul. 17 serving 21. Reverse set, combination play, powers through the double block. On the other side, chase there by one LaSalle, they keep it alive. Attack! Coverage from the back row. Pusong Azul with this approach. One hand. They were able to push it to the other side as they block it. One LaSalle. Pusong Azul tried with an over on two. Olaguer could not bring that over.
Unfortunate error there, especially with all the effort that came in for that long rally.
22-17 is our score, and Pusong Azul will call this time out.
Kailangan bulin nyo pa, bulin nyo. Sige, kaya pa yan.
huddle was powered by Smart Power All 109 load now. 22-17 as we see some substitutions going on for Juan Lasal.
Substitution for
Simora
Lasal. Number 3
goes
out.
in
Number
for
13, Rosalia
Quemada.
Simora in.
So she will serve in this sequence. Juan Lasal tasting
Stepping in to
set
serve
win,
for
but
Lasal.
Pusong Azul is not
Rosalia
too far
Simora.
away. And we've seen in their first match that they're able to stretch this to 3 sets. They are capable of closing it out. But miscommunication on the side of Juan Lasal will give Pusong Azul another point for 18. So we have 4 days left in our tournament. And we are, I would say this is halfway already because we are already in the second game of this day. Kasi 7 days tayo. Okay, let's do the math. So we are looking for more aggressive play from these girls because every set counts, every set win. And of course, this is just best of 3 sets. So mabilis talaga yung mga pangyayari dito. But later on in the semifinals and finals, we'll go back to best of 5 with that ball going outside. Hayobo to think for Juan Lasal's 23rd point.
Let's see that play once again from the open side of the court, and a cut shot that lands straight to Sadia, trying to save that ball with one hand, but unfortunately sails out.
Oh, good connection there for Olivier and Espinosa in that sequence.
So Pusong Azul still alive here in this sequence, and with full confidence, Espinosa goes in for that quick attack straight to the blocker's hands.
Number 6 out, number 9.
Espinosa also getting 11 points against PVA with 6 kills, 4 kill blocks. So we want to see her activated more, especially that she's in the front row for Pusong Azul. It's 19 serving 23 with Olagir on deck. Juan Lasal to the left side.
Our
And our first
linesman
Point for Pusong
will
Azul.
call that in. It lands right on the line for Pusong Azul.
Timeout, Lasal.
Since Pusong Azul is chasing Lasal, let's head on over to this timeout.
Okay, o sige. Three spikers ba tayo? Ate, ayos na ka. Okay, huwag mo lang paluin dito kasi nandito si Resty. Padaanin mo lang dito mamaya pag sinat sa'yo. Dito ha. Okay, pag maganda, bigay mo kay Maya. Pag ganun, diskarte lang. Go, go, go.
That huddle was powered by Smart Power All 109 load now.
Coach Maya just instructing his girls and reminding them that they have 3 spikers in front. So it's really good to make a chance for them to produce plays and combination plays to actually change things up kasi medyo nababantayan na rin sila ng Pusong Azul when it comes to defense.
And on the other side of the court, Olagir is actually a menace in the service line. I was gonna say, pero that catches the net to the relief of Juan Lasal. But it's just a 4-point deficit. Juan Lasal here with Hayobo has this opportunity to already close this set out. (24-20). Olagir goes to the left. And up here, Alemania from the back row. Back to the same side. Down the line this time. Goes through the 2 blockers. And they'll try once again with an off-speed hit. Olagir. Back to the same area. Juan Lasado trying to activate here in Pusong Azul, and Jenica Sadia. Wow, how many opportunities did she get? Pero the patience was there for the Olagir Sadia connection. And yung maganda kay Sadia is nakikita natin na she's trying to really change it up, trying to make Juan Lasal guess. Kaya laging binabalik kay Sadia. It's 24-21 as Pusong Azul just save a set point.
And another set point saved by Pusong Azul. Now, this is what Pusong Azul is really trying to do to limit errors and as much as possible be aggressive from the net mismo because we know that Lasal will strike.
A late time out here, 22 to 24. Let's listen in to Juan Lasal.
Diskarte lang ng matino. Porsentuhan. Ang laki nung tao ni ni Maya, di ba? Check ball naman tumigil ka lang. Wala po, play with the whistle palagi. May isang puntos, ganda ng pasok. Kailangan mo matutubi, kailangan nasa iyo yun. Ikaw yung isiset ikaw nagko-command Oh, kumagat Isang ipit lang, ibigay dito, patay. Go.
The huddle was powered by Smart Power All 109 load now. Coach Maya really wanting to close this out. They're just 1 point away from getting this set. Pero nakahabol pa yung Pusong Azul. He's talking to their setter, Limpot.
I think it's really decision making here for Limpot na doon na nga tayo sa porsyento. Isang magandang pasa, napapasa naman sa setter. So it's really just a decision making on the setter's part on who she thinks will close the set out. And it's Alemania. Again, the coach knows best.
Alemania closing out this set, giving that first set win to Juan Lasal. But what a showing as well for Pusong Azul as they were able to put on the pressure and limit the lead. That was our first set. We'll see more set to action in just a bit, 25 to 22.
They are now in the lead in this.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
F2 Logistics. We'll climb mountains and cross oceans to make sure we move your cargo as fast and safe as possible because your cargo is our business. F2 Logistics. Let's move now.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
We're back here in the Playtime Phil Oil Arena. We just closed out set number 1 of Pusong Azul against Lasal. Juan Lasal. Look at our set number 1 highlights if you want a recap from that. Juan Lasal was able to create a streak but Pusong Azul nakahabol din sila later on.
You know, it was a neck-to-neck battle between these two teams, especially with their attack points. Pero yun nga, yung nakalamang Lasal, pinilit naman habulin nitong Pusong Azul with their steady defense also and their attack points. Of course, we have Sadia to comment about that, but also we had Celada who had 9 points in that first set. Let's take a look at our statistics. We have 15 attack points from Juan Lasal while Pusong Azul had 9 and then 3 block points, which really challenged Lasal in varying their attack points.
Brianna Mendoza, actually, shout out to her as she has been forced in the front row. Sadia, you just saw on your screens, been showing her experience in the Alas Pilipinas ranks. But we head on over to Limpot here, who's been showing the variation of playmaking as the setter of Juan Lasal. She'll put this in play for the second set and she'll get a service ace.
That's her first point in today's game with a service ace.
This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. I also like the composure of Limpot. She seems like nothing can phase her. That is the aura
Very
that she's giving.
serious
Yeah.
and game face.
Game face siya. Underhand set, attack from the back. Limpot with a quick set. Pusong Azul scrambling, reverse here. Blocked. Good coverage by the girls in white. They try again in the other side. The red well too. In the middle with a dagger.
Great floor defense shown by Pusong Azul and an even better finish with that quick attack. Nakita mo, hinabol ng setter galing sa likod to give that quick attack. And as a setter, ang hirap nun gawin. Especially when your attacker is already in front.
She tried with Tai Tugade until she went to Sadia in that last sequence. Good choices there for Pusong Azul para mabigyan din ng touches yung ibang players. But Juan Lasal will get another point here. Hayobo is also someone that we low-key should look out for. If Celada's not there, Hayobo is another option.
Exactly. And that's what you want to see in a volleyball game. Nasagutan talaga sila pagkatating sa palo at pagkatating sa puntos. They don't want to give the momentum to the other team. And as much as possible, it's really full effort for these girls.
Oh, that goes into the donut hole for Juan Lasal. Bolivar.
And you'd want to see that even if Bolivar wasn't a starter, there's still that connection from setter to middle attacker.
May flow pa din yung Juan Lasal whenever they change the players. So, which is very good to see because Juan Lasal is a culmination of different
Yes.
Lasal systems.
Exactly, with different coaches as well. So they also had such a short time. I mean, I guess some players know each other, but them as a whole team, iba-iba yung pinanggalingan nila eh.
I think it's a really good initiative to give your top tier players a different experience, a different system, a different chemistry.
Yeah.
And these are the players that are developing to go into the college ranks, UAAP and NCAA. So it's good now. We already have this inaugural Shakey's Juniors National Invitational for them to get this experience with top teams and teams from abroad. That enters the donut hole. Sadia getting a page from Juan Lasal.
Sadia already on her 7th point. And, you know, more often than not, she's just dropping and placing those balls right behind the blockers because she actually sees that the defensive line for Juan Lasal steps back every time she's trying to attack the ball.
Aubrey Tai at 2 serving 5.
Celada once again in the open side of the court.
Targeting Aubrey Tai in that down the line attack.
And that's what's working for Celada. Well, actually, everything's working for Celada. Mapa-drop, mapa-cut shot, mapa-off spin man yan.
Every day is Celada's day.
Exactly.
We still haven't seen a day where hindi siya gumagawa, and that's good for Celada. But on the other side of the net, we have Sadia.
Again, sagutan lang talaga sila.
Sadia with her teammate Olagir in Alas Pilipinas ranks. They were the U16 volleyball champs in the second iteration of that tournament. That dolphin dive though for Juan Lasal, but a net touch will give the point to Pusong Azul.
Set was too close to the net for Juan Lasal.
Tight set there from Celada all the way to the other side.
To Alemania.
So it's a 4-6 right now. Push. Pusong Azul with that chase. Down the line, attack is good.
Just a soft touch for Peregrino on that point. And I think now medyo nagugulat yung depensa ng Juan Lasal. They're having a bit of a challenge when it comes to establishing their positions to defend the ball coming from the attacks and the drop balls of Pusong Azul.
Jenica Sadia back on the service line. Chase there. Too strong, and they tried to make a way actually in that sequence, and good showing in terms of don't give up kahit yung set is not the best set for you. You still have to try to make a way. Yan yung yan yung job ng mga attackers.
Exactly. Dapat hindi ka mapili talaga sa set because not every set is a perfect set, so you really have to be the one to adjust it. And mabilis na naman bumawi. Oh, but I think a net touch violation will be called on Juan Lasal, so the point will be awarded to Pusong Azul.
Juan Lasal has to watch over this net touch violations, and it's been piling up. Nabibigay yung points sa Pusong Azul, and Pusong Azul is leading now by 1 point here in the second set. Again, Juan Lasal won the first set. Pusong Azul hoping to extend it with that one-hand save, and a rainbow for Pusong Azul. Connection to the middle. Saved by Juan Lasal. Cross-court hit is good.
Set from the back, Alemania still managed to get the perfect timing, get the perfect angle, and get that perfect shot for that point.
We're at a deadlock at 7, and this is also the same narrative that we saw in the first set. It's just been neck and neck. Somewhere in the first set in the middle, Juan Lasal was able to pull away, but Pusong Azul kept it going until the last few points for Juan Lasal.
Peregrino, she's not hitting the ball hard. She's just placing it. And she's a very smart player when it comes to looking at where to place that ball.
And because of that, Pusong Azul will bring us to our first technical timeout.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
This is a 7-day tournament. We are at the 3rd day, but don't worry. We still have actually Collegiate National Invitationals action happening July 19 to 26 at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium in Manila. So after we cap off these Juniors National Invitationals in July 18, we'll head on over to the ates of the tournament to have a sneak peek at what we can expect before the collegiate leagues as well. Shakey's is the place to watch if you want to see a sneak peek on those teams, but an attack error will give us a deadlock at 8.
Team captain Kylie Celada serving.
Celada for this service.
You know what's been missing from, well, other than that service ace, what's been missing from Juan Lasal actually is Maya Valdez. She's usually the point person for Juan Lasal to be performing, and we haven't seen her make a point yet in today's game.
Valdez, MVP of the match against Perfect Set Dreammakers with 6 points for attacks and 2 net blocks. Good to point out nga naman na she has yet to show that prowess here, but yun na nga. Valdez! Well, sorry. Yun na, umiinit pa pala siya.
Exactly.
She was getting ready
Right
pa
on
lang.
cue. Right on cue, as
Right
we
on
called
cue.
her.
What I love is, as we call these players,
Yeah,
nagpapakita sila. So, sinasabi lang nila sa atin na patient.
I know.
2-point lead for Juan Lasal.
What a serve from Salada.
Oh, set from the back. An up here for Pusong Azul. They'll send it over, but too strong.
Ball is out.
Unfortunate errors here for Pusong Azul. You know, they were leading a while ago, and they've just let go of it because of these errors that are being committed. So again, it's the second set. We really have to minimize, if not cancel, all the errors.
Santiago is on deck for Coach Wata. What a serve. Quick set, but at that point we'll go to
That will be a lifting violation for Pusong Azul, and it looks like Oligir will contest with that point.
So actually, the team captain on the floor can talk to the first referee and can clarify certain calls. And that's what we want to empower with our girls as well. Na they have to really understand the match. They can ask questions aside from showing the strength and the IQ they have on the court. Limpot with an up. Combination play to the left. Oh, ball stays alive. Pusong Azul keeps it going. They'll try again. Read well there.
Salada from the back.
From the middle this time. Espinosa to take for their 9 point.
Espinosa towering over and using that advantage of her height and elevation for that point.
That Smart Powered Up play was brought to you by the new Smart Power All 109. Load now.
Survey for Pusong Azul, Jane Olagir.
Olagir, 16-year-old, to serve here. 9-11 now. 2-point lead for Juan Lasal. You want to extend that. Pusong Azul with this coverage. Too
Ball will
strong.
sail out for Santiago. Medyo nakaibabaw na rin siya sa bola doon.
Juan Lasal slowly creeping back to a more comfortable lead. It's 3 points. Pusong Azul not making this game easy. Valdez to serve. Good first ball over on 2. Limpot. Pusong Azul. Limpot will choose Hayobo again. And that powers through the 2 blockers.
And you want to see this from your attackers, that even though she had 2 blockers in front of her, you saw that she also had very limited time to approach, but she had that powerful hand to get that point.
And on cue, Pusong Azul will call this timeout.
Kaya sa mga ano kasi. Huwag yung pigilan yung sarili nyo kasi huwag na naman kayo dapat ikatakot. Naglalaro na kayo, nandiyan na kayo. Sobrang sayang. Pag si Pele na magsisurf mamaya, labas ka, pasok ka muna. Ha? Go, go, sige, sige. Ay, pumalo ng pumalo.
The huddle was powered by Smart Power All 109. Load now. Second set of this match, Pusong Azul against Juan Lasal here in the Playtime Phil Oil Arena. Juan Lasal leading and Pusong Azul trailing behind 13-9 as Valdez will continue to serve.
Good call of a timeout from Coach Wata to break that momentum that LaSalle was doing on the service line.
On net to serve, Isabella Espinosa.
Espinosa 10-13. Just 3 points separating Pusong Azul and one Lasal. And another serve that goes outside. So papalitan lang sila ng points in these last few instances.
Again, we're looking for that same intensity we saw in the first set na wala talagang mababagsak na bola. They really try to limit also their errors. Now, Zofia Limpot, our setter and playmaker for One Lasal.
Sadia finds that opening.
Sadia right in between those two defenders for One Lasal.
That Olagir Sadia connection has been great for Pusong Azul, and it could also be because they've been teammates in the U16 Alas Pilipinas volleyball ranks. Mendoza with that up. Oh, One Lasal able to make away with that.
That is Alemania for that point. Seeing also that there was no defender on the down the line side for Pusong Azul.
But as you mentioned a while ago, ang ganda din makita si Alemania adjusting to whatever is given to her in that set, and she's always able to make a way. Underhand set to Peregrino. Chance ball for One Lasal. Limpot to the left. That was Celada as Pusong Azul brings it over. Back to Celada here. Peregrino given confidence. Blocked though. She'll try again. Red, but in between.
I love how Oligier said, paluin mo be to Peregrino. And even though na-block siya nung una, she still gave it back to her. And that's just giving confidence to your spikers. As a setter, you want to give them as much exposure in spiking the ball and getting the most points for your team.
Limpot to Celada. Adjustment there. Peregrino with the first ball. They go to the middle. Point will go to Pusong Azul as it goes outside. The 2 points is what's separating Pusong Azul and One Lasal in the second set. Aubrey Tai will continue to serve.
Better reception for One Lasal. Celada with a beautiful finish. It's our turn now once again. You know, as much as possible, they have to limit the times that they give the momentum back to Pusong Azul.
16-13 for our second technical timeout. We'll be back.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
2026 Shakey's Juniors National Invitational set number 2 underway here and almost approaching the latter part of this match, but we'll see as One Lasal continues to dominate, but Pusong Azul slowly creeping behind as they keep limiting the lead. It's 16-13. Almost a tight set there. Oh, powerful
Celada
attack.
once again. Yeah, back-to-back points for Celada, even if there's a timeout in between that, with full power and confidence. And that form is really beautiful when she ends with a C every time she hits that ball.
Bolivar, 17-13. but that sails outside, giving Pusong Azul their 14th point here. 3-point lead for Juan Lasal. As Jenica Sadia goes up to serve.
Serving for Pusong Azul, Jenica Sadia.
Limpot with a tight set.
Valdez.
And Valdez is activated.
Miss hit actually for Valdez, but a lucky one at that. See her coming in a bit too early for that attack.
Inandan and Vargas go in for Juan Lasal.
Same 4-2 rotation substitution for Juan Lasal. Vargas as their center at the back, and Inandan to have 3 spikers in front with Valdez and Celada.
Ahon and Mendoza on the other side go in as well for Pusong Azul. Vargas to serve this one. 18-14 on our score. Thank you very much for watching us, whether that's on pusopi.com, on YouTube, Facebook. Shakey's action halfway throughout this Juniors National Invitationals tournament. And next week, we're going to witness Collegiate National Invitationals, Rising Stars, Elite Talent, and the global stage with 2 teams here in the juniors from abroad joining us. So different types of play, different styles, different paces are what we're witnessing here in the Playtime Phil Oil Arena.
Cas Vargas serving again.
19-14. Vargas continues to serve. Chase there, underhand set. Push. Vargas to Celada.
Kylie Celada.
No, it's not even a surprise anymore that when Celada is being set up, it will result into a point right away. With that kind of elevation and power, that's just pure skill we're speaking about for Celada of Juan Lasal.
Continues to serve.
So in the standings, Pusong Azul in their previous matches, they haven't won yet after their 3 outings, whereas Juan Lasal 2-1 in the standings. We'll see if Pusong Azul can bounce back. And they do!
Juliana Peregrino with her 5th point already in today's match. You know, once she's activated, even if it's a soft touch, even if it's a drop ball or a pipe attack, she will make do with what she's set up with.
Peregrino from St. Teresa's College of Quezon City. 15-20. Vargas. Oh, activated one again. Once again, Valdez.
Easy point there for Valdez.
Look at the dagger though. The angle of that attack. She didn't even extend her hand.
Exactly. It was really a perfect set for Valdez coming from Vargas.
That catches the net for Celada. 16-21 now, and Juan Lasal can smell winning this match. But of course, Pusong Azul is not out yet as Ulagir goes inside and tie.
Number 13, Aubrey Tai, re-entering.
So our starter 6 back for Pusong Azul. Olagir on deck to serve, which means it's actually an advantage for Pusong Azul now that they have 3 spikers in front.
And now that Olagir has also had the perspective of seeing the match outside of playing it. Kasi iba din yung nakikita ng mga players when they're in the bench and observing the tendencies of their opponents. So hopefully, she was able to get some insight from her time on the bench, and that attack will go out as Juan Lasal goes up to 22.
Substitution for Lasal. Number 2 out. Number 13, Rose Alia Simora in.
So Rose Mora goes here to serve.
Serving for La Salle, Rose Alia Simora.
6-point lead. Ooh, chase.
Out of system play here for Pusong Azul.
Inandan.
Attack is wide.
Too strong for Sofia Inandan. It's 17-22 now. Pusong Azul still hanging on.
On deck to serve, Isabella.
And a while ago, they were able to save a lot of set points.
Yes.
So we'll see. Sit tight, everyone. With Pusong Azul on deck, we never know until the end of the match. Oh,
But
a check.
Alemania. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Hayobo who actually spoke so clearly for her name with such power with 2 blockers in front of her.
Tugade. Pusong Azul 17-23, 1 Lasal. Again, this is best of 3, so if 1 Lasal wins this, they win this match,
Substitution
extending
Lasal,
their
10
streak.
out. Number 16, Jacqueline Aquino in.
Jacqueline Aquino on the front row.
Serving, Sofia Inandan.
Inandan.
Perfect reception there from their libero.
Oh, good. Adjustment there for Sadia. We thought she was approaching for a powerful attack.
Yeah, but quick adjustment also with her non-dominant hand right behind the 2 blockers that was actually really well positioned to block her.
Serving, Lauren Tugade.
Tugade. 18 serving 23. Vargas to Hayobo. A chase. Pusong Azul sends it over. Chance for 1 Lasal. Vargas to Salada from the back row. Peregrino gives it back to 1 Lasal. Activating the middle now, but and the point will go to 1 Lasal courtesy of Aquino.
Fresh off the bench and immediate impact for Aquino right for that quick attack. That landed right on that line.
There's a timeout called by Pusong Azul. Let's listen in.
Dapat nung binibaby mo eh. Pag tumatama sa yung bola mo, iangat mo lang. Huwag yung masyadong pag binobombit mo eh. Remember, trabaho mo magpa-stop ng bola ng papunta ng setter. Saka relax mo lang, gumamit ka ng legs ng kinakamay mo ng kinakamay. Sige, kaya pa yan! Isa, walang pang-open na talaga.
That hurdle was powered by Smart Power All 109 load now. Coach
Again, the
Wata is
trust.
targeting T here in this huddle.
Exactly. I think their team captain, the libero, T, is really being instructed to stop the ball. That's your job. You have to stop the ball so that we're able to produce the plays that we want to produce.
24-18, Hayobo to serve for match point.
Exactly what she did. Good response there for their team captain. And another point saved for Azul. That's her 5th point already for just the 2nd set, actually.
Peregrino activated later on in this game.
Timeout, 1 Lasal.
Oh, they want to stop the momentum. 1 Lasal calls for a timeout.
Sige, bigyan mo na ng play. Huwag ka masyado, iba pag nandito yung setter, nandito yung middle, huwag kayo masyado malayo dito. Pwede kayo dito para pwede kayong gumanya, pwedeng A, pwedeng mag-back. Okay? Nag-running naman to eh. Di ba? Pwedeng back quick. Kaya usap lang. Pero hindi pwedeng galing dito diretso back quick. Okay? Pag pumunta mo dito, tsaka kumat. Okay? O, sige. Stop lang. Go, go, go. Tapos tayo, tapos.
That huddle was powered by Smart Power All 109. Load now.
Coach Maya looking for those combination plays to change things up because, again, nababantayan na and nakukuha na yung first ball for Pusong Azul.
And 1 Lasal is at match point. They can't duplicate what happened in that last set where Pusong Azul has been saving set points. So 1 Lasal is looking to close this out right now, but Pusong Azul has this opportunity to extend it even further. A chase there. Pusong Azul sends it back. Inandan with an up. They go to Salada with an off-speed hit. And Kylie Salada on the cue.
Master of placement. Itong si Celada, which is why she's really one of the most commendable players for today's match of Juan Lasal and Pusong Azul. Let's see that once again. Just a smart tip from the side of the court.
Pusong Azul. And the winner in straight sets with a score of
Juan
25-22
Lasal
and
will continue their
25-19.
winning
Juan
streak
Lasal.
for the Shakey's Juniors National Invitationals, and a good showing from them. But Pusong Azul did not make this an easy win and an easy steal for Juan Lasal. Pusong Azul will go back to the drawing board. They're now 0-4 in the standings, whereas Juan Lasal will finish knowing that their system will continue to grow throughout this entire tournament. 22-25, 19-25. We'll be back for the MVP of the match.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
F2 Logistics. We'll climb mountains and cross oceans to make sure we move your cargo as fast and safe as possible because your cargo is our business. F2 Logistics. Let's move now.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
2026 Shakey Super League Juniors National Invitationals, 25-22, 25-19, convincing win for Juan Lasal as they have been dominating in this tournament. This MVP of the match is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Of course, the MVP of the game, Kylie Celada, has been all over the court for today and been the person who's to dictate if they want to close this set, if they want to end this rally. Kylie Celada is who we want to highlight for MVP of the match. Kylie, ayan, hello! Kaway-kaway naman dyan. Okay, Kylie, pinag-usapan nga namin ni Richie na kahit sa ang placement ka, nagagawan mo ng paraan. So, paano mo na-develop yung connection sa mga setters mo?
Para sa akin po kasi, parang kahit po yangat lang po ng setters po sa akin, ang gagawin ko lang po is, papagandahin ko pa po lalo yon and yun po, papatayin po.
So, nakarely talaga sila sa'yo na patayin yung bola kapag binigay sa'yo. Ang ganda nun, 16 points, 14 attacks, and 2 aces, Kylie Celada. Meron ka bang gusto i-shout out yung mga supporters mo?
Hi po sa parents po ng volleyball, ng team po namin, hi po sa coaches namin, and hi po sa family ko.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Kylie.
po.
Congratulations, and we'll see you in your next match. Good job, Juan Lasal. And ang ganda ng aura na yan Yan ang gusto nating winning spirit for Kylie Celada. Let's check out our Smart Powered Up plays brought to you by Smart Power All 109. Power up your next side quest and get only TikTok or Facebook calls and text 10 gig for all apps and more. Switch and load now. Juan Lasal creeping away from Pusong Azul who made it hard for them to get this win, Richie. What were the highlights of this match?
Set number one, it was really the performance of everybody from both sides of the court that really highlighted this set to be such an intense match. 22-25 was our set number one score, while for set number two, we had a showdown of, again, such powerful attack points, a few service aces, and of course Sadia, who had so many points, and Peregrino, who just placed it perfectly on the side of Juan Lasal, but Celada just ending things up with her powerful attacks. Just really the force to be reckoned with in today's match. 19-25 was our score for the second set, with a straight set victory for Juan Lasal. For our match summary, we see 3 block points for Pusong Azul and none for Lasal, but 30 wonderful attack points kontra sa Pusong Azul, who had 21. We had 5 service aces for Juan Lasal and only 2 for Pusong Azul, and pantay naman dito ang errors natin na binigay to one another. So that was our matchup for Pusong Azul kontra Juan Lasal for that victory.
They have tall orders actually tomorrow. Juan Lasal and Pusong Azul will go against UST tomorrow, but the action does not stop yet. The UST against PBA is our third match of the day. Keep it here for more 2026 Shakey Super League Juniors National Invitationals action live on Puso Pilipinas, pusopi.com.